one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. If up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennial flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chocolates. Now they truly focused in, I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. The reception good for 7. It's 30. Okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yellow. I've got blue lady.
56.
Yellow.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Mahomes again, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The first carry now. This is Williams. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Charles, they moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw is Garoppolo. Well, he's going to take a shot inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
White. Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Going for it with McKinnon. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. On 1st down, Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Hey, check, 57. Check right 47.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Color.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Mahomes to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Right, here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go.
Set hut! Set hut!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pick 6. Don't throw that.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going to the outside there. Didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
12, fellas, here we go.
Watch the eye.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
13. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, alert. 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 Hey, check 24.
Second down, McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here we go.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Mostert. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch out. 21.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Chiefs 3. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes being chased out left. It's Hill, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. He is going to find Hill here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A big play there for the Niners. 1 yard. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. This is Mostert. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
11. We got 4.
Now Mostert. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Here we go. 180. Check 53.
On 1st down, here's Breida. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They come out here in the eye. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to run with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with 7 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Now Gold for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Niners 14, Chiefs 10. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop the franchise.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
And New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it. A second ago, it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Reset! 18!
After the run, Watson going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Watson looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go! 54!
Watson just beating the play clock. Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 54. Both sevens are mess.
Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
49. I got you. Hey, echo.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. SOS.
Lock.
Check.
Hey, come on.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check, 47. Here we go. Let's go.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch up.
Take four.
Play it.
To throw is Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. Watson now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
I got him. On me. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Hey, keep it up. Hey, 31. Go.
Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right.
That's good. Big hit.
7, 49ers nothing.
The field here for 3rd and goal.
Mike's 56. Mike's 55. All day. Mike 50. Mike 56. Hey, here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Breida, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left side, and this is caught inside the 5. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 39 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup and even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. You. Mike's 47. Mike.
Here's Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the... Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Buying time to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, 31 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here we go. Like 80. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be hot. Go ahead. Go stay hot.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
65. Go ahead.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Check 33. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You ain't got nothing. Mike, check 33.
After the interception, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He finds Hopkins complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hey, 31.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
What's that? 19. Mike 54. Woo! Out. 25. Back.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Motion, motion, motion. Hey, 59. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Go, go. Ready? Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. 59. Army, Army. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. The field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
11, 11. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Wait. 11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Slam. Check 99. Check 99. Run. It's run.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working at it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Niners' 22-yard line.
To the pass! To the quarter's down, he's coming.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Got to do better.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. DeForest Buckner able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Check 3.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Flushed out right. It's It's complete to Hopkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, he's coming to you. He's coming to you. Mike 55. Mike set. Mike 54.
Now it's Watson. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Mostert. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Here we go. 2, 2. Go ahead, man.
Garoppolo to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Right there. 54, right there. 55.
Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
19.
54. Oh, that's good.
59. Check, Mike. 59.
Watson now to throw. Going deep here for Stills. He's got a man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. And forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One final try now for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.